Welcome back to another episode of Ayana.Audible. It's me, Ayana Marie, and today we have a special guest. She's the host of Orgasmic Media, the co-host of Straight Out the Trunk Radio, and she's making her way through the LA scene in entertainment. Tyler Khimani.
Hey y'all.
Hey boo,
How
how
you?
you
I'm
doing?
good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Glad to have you
Yes. Thank
here.
you for having me.
Finally.
I know. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Hell yeah. So what part of LA are you from?
That's a hard question. I feel like I'm from all over LA
Yeah.
because, like, I feel like I grew up on all sides of LA. Um, like from West LA all the way to Carson. My
Mhm.
parents had split custody of me. So like 1 week I by my dad's, 1 week I by my mom's. My mom's from Carson. My dad, he from Oakland, but he always stayed either like in Ladera Heights, the district, or like West LA
Mhm.
somewhere. So like I'm from all over.
Basically
I
the
went to
inner
school all over.
city.
Yeah.
Right. I grew up in Carson too,
Mhm.
so I already know
I
how
went
that
to
is. I
Broadacres.
went to Broad Acres.
Yes,
Yes.
I went to Broadacres.
I
I went
went to
to
Broad Acres. I went to Curtis. And then I didn't go to high school in Carson, but
I wanted
that's
to go
my
to
family
Curtis.
though.
I wanted to go to Curtis, and my family was like, "No, we're gonna take you to that school." So I went to Marina Del Rey Middle School. They thought it was a better school because it was like a performing arts magnet. But that's when LAUSD was busting all the inner city kids to like
Yeah,
different schools.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was still hood up in there. It was
Yes,
still
because
hood.
I was coming from LA to Carson,
Yes,
so
yes.
that
So we
school
was
bus
getting
was
bussed out
cracking.
there, and then I went to King Drew for my high
Oh,
school.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. So I
yeah,
know some of the King Drew kids too.
yes.
Yeah, my family too.
Yeah.
Did you go to any colleges out here?
No, I went to Cal State East Bay up north.
Okay.
Mhm.
For what?
I originally went for nursing and I changed it to communications.
Okay.
And then that's when I fell in love with like journalism and all that. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I could like I've always had a love for like music and the creative art world.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how I would like put myself into that. And I was like, you know what, I could do like blogs and like I could do like interviews and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it sparked an idea in me and I came back. I dropped out of school and came back home and was like, you know, I'm gonna start my own like little platform or whatever.
Yes, and doing the damn thing.
Thank you, thank you.
So, first of all, I want to congratulate you on your rebrand for
Thank
it,
you.
Orgasmic. It
Thank you
is
so
so
much.
dope. I love everything from top to bottom.
Thank
Okay, you
you.
came in swinging. You know
I
what
did.
I mean?
I did.
You did. I remember when you first launched, you had your hair matching everything.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit is so cute.
Thank you, man. Yeah, like it was a long time coming. I feel like with the whole pandemic and everything, I kind of felt like I lost like not hope or anything, but I feel like I kind of lost like a passion. I was like, I want to come back bigger and better. I kind of want to do
Yeah.
something different. Like I was doing it on Zoom during the pandemic.
Okay.
And I was like, this is whack. Like I
Yeah.
like interacting with people
In
in
person.
person and
Mm-hmm.
catching their vibe in person and feeding off their
Yeah.
energy. So, and I was like, I don't want to go. We had to move out the studio we were originally in. I'm like, I don't want to go back to what we were doing before. I want to do something different.
Yeah.
So I kind of like took the time to brainstorm on how I wanted to come.
Mm-hmm.
I prayed to God because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it financially happen, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna make it happen. Thank the Lord, He's made a way out of no way.
Yes.
And I teamed up with Bed Productions in downtown LA. I came to them. They own the studio that I recorded,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling them the idea or whatever, and they were like, we seen your show, we see the idea. They was like, we gonna make this bigger than what you we
Okay.
get it, but we gonna make it bigger. And at
Yeah.
first they were telling me, and I was like, I'm just hearing dollar signs. Like, who's paying for all this?
Like, I can't
Like,
afford that.
who's paying for all this? Y'all want me to get furniture? Like, well, y'all want me to do this, that, and the third. But like I said, God made a way out of no way.
Yeah,
A lot of
that's
my
dope.
friends helped me. So
That's what's up.
yeah, I wanted to come back like bam, like a little. I wanted to make it like a little late night talk show, or like a talk show
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, definitely. So, where did you get the idea to start Orgasmic?
I got it when I was at East Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I've always loved music. I've always been on like I grew up in high school with the blog site era, you know, high new
Mm-hmm.
hip hop and all that,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
piff and all that, and
yeah.
always going on there on Fridays see
Seeing what's new.
what's
Yeah,
hot,
I
you know,
remember them
what's new.
days.
And I used to always like burn CDs because my car didn't have an aux cord, so I used to like burn CDs and
Yeah.
like playing. And my friends would be like, "You always up to date on like what's happening and what's new in the streets. Like you should like do something with that." And so when I changed my major, I started getting the idea of like creating a blog site or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I think I could do this. And it just started off with me like interviewing some of my friends who were already in the music scene or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
and I would write articles about it. And then I did a podcast for about a year. And I was like, you know what? I want to do
Was
something
it
like
called
open my.
Orgasmic Podcast?
No. So that podcast I did, it was What We Talking About Radio with Homegrown Radio.
Okay, okay.
I did that for about a year. And then I was like, you know what? I like the element of like being in person with people and talking and having a conversation. So I decided to hit up one of my friends, and we decided to go to a park. We started at a park, Monteith Park over there in View Park. It's like a little cul-de-sac park. And we would have artists come and pull up and sit and talk with us on the bench outside.
Okay.
We did that for like a year and a half before we moved to another studio. So yeah, it's been a long time coming. Like we started off at a
Yeah.
park bench. Now we got a little TV set or whatever. So
Okay. Little cups and
yeah, like I'm
shit.
proud of the growth.
Commercials and all that.
Yeah, right. I'm proud of the growth. So
Yes,
yeah.
that's what's up. So, who was your favorite artist by far that you had on the show?
I had so many because I feel like I've interviewed so many people that are just like dope and like really doing the damn thing,
Yeah.
like from big scale like to even like underground. Um, mm, I say my favorite one. I have a few.
Mhm.
Kalen for real.
Oh,
Happy birthday
I
to
love his
him.
music.
His birthday's today, I think.
Oh, okay.
Kalen, Blast, 6 7.
Blast was on Orgasmic?
Yes, he was
What?
on your guys. He was at the park. He was at the park. It's an old episode. It's probably like 3 4 years
We need
ago.
him to come back.
Right, Blast was on there.
Now that he popping, he gotta
Right.
he gotta for sure
He might
come
be
back.
too big for me, but yeah, he was on there. Who else? And uh Samantha Smith, Nipsey's sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when she was doing her esthetician thing or whatever, she did a facial for me, and I was interviewing her while she did the
Oh,
facial.
that's dope.
Yeah. Chris O'Bannon, 6 Ave.
Okay.
Sham, Airplane. It's hella people. Like I love all the people that I interview,
Yeah.
and I like watching them grow because it's like,
Mm.
I've been a part of your journey.
And
like,
they watching you grow
yeah,
too. So
like
that's the dope thing about it.
it's
Like
really
we both
dope.
get to grow together.
Yeah, it's really dope to see. So I don't have a favorite. Like I love all of them because it's like they all have like different like funny parts to me or like different elements that I loved about the interview. So
Yeah.
I would say all of them. Like
What's the funniest thing that had happened on set?
Okay, the funniest thing it was when niggas get too high and they can't like really like just like talk, they be too faded. That one, and we got a sample game now where we have the artist like guess that sample, like guess
Oh,
what
that's
song
dope.
is sampled.
Yeah.
And it surprises me how many niggas don't know they sampled. It scares me. Like what?
Girl. But it's crazy because this new era TikTok motherfuckers know they samples.
Yeah.
So we should know our shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like a lot of music today samples a lot of different sounds. So I feel like it's a great way for people to learn their music history because I feel like that's important, especially if you're an artist. Like you need to learn your music history.
Yes, definitely.
Like, learn where it started or where it came from.
Right.
So it's funny to see them try to guess, and then it's also funny to see them be like, "Damn, that's that song," and it's like, "Yeah, they sampled that song." So that's one of my funny moments.
Y'all need to stop smoking before y'all come on these interviews,
yes,
man.
I don't mind y'all smoking, but don't get high out y'all mind. So where y'all be
you
like,
know what I'm saying? Like brain fart.
Yeah, like wake up.
Even for me, I'm like, I want to smoke after because I don't want to fucking look stupid on camera.
Yeah, I
bro.
smoke after my show. Unless the guests be like, "You want to hit the blunt?" Then I'm like, "Okay," but I don't hit it too much.
Do y'all get to smoke on set?
Yeah, you can smoke on
okay.
set. I told them like you can
I wish
smoke
we
on
could
set.
smoke in here.
I told them you can smoke on set. Sometimes I hit the blunt with them. Sometimes I don't because
you want to be focused.
I want to be focused. I want to be too faded. Plus, my granny and be watching.
Girl, she know your little fast tip.
I was about to say she not smoking. She probably smoking that dope. Like, granny, that sounds so like
my granny say that shit too.
Like that?
It's weed. It's not dope.
It's not dope.
Dope is that other shit. Okay, it's weed.
Yeah,
it's healthy. Who are some people that you looked at as like a blueprint coming up during your like beginning stages of doing podcasts and like the entertainment, hosting, and all that good stuff?
I would say definitely 106 in Park, AJ and Free for sure. I feel like everybody who we all grew up on
most
106
definitely.
In Park. Scotty Beam for sure. I love her. Who else? Hot new hip hop. Not more or less on how Like, they don't have a podcast or anything, but I just love, like, the vlog era of it all and being able to, like, post, like, people's music and
Yeah.
everything. Who else? I'm trying to think who else. Wendy Williams. she's Although she's messy, and I try not to be messy when I do interviews because I don't really want to focus on the drama. I
Yeah,
want to focus on
same.
like your journey and everything.
Yeah,
But I do like her set, and she's a pioneer. Before she
yeah,
got super messy, when she was on like the radio shows in
yeah.
New York and stuff, she was actually a really
Real good,
great,
yeah.
host or whatever. And Angie Martinez,
Oh, yeah,
I
I
love
love
her as
Angela.
well.
Mhm.
Um, it's a lot, and dang, I always forget her name, but she was the pretty brown skinned chick on TRL. She was the only one on TRL for a minute, but I can't remember her name. I could never remember her name, but I always loved her as well.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
But it's safe to say that you've been doing your homework. You know,
yeah,
it's a lot of people you look up to, so
yeah.
that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta look at other people to get the blueprint,
Mhm.
see what they did, you know what I'm saying? So you could not necessarily copy them, but see how they made it, and I can
Exactly.
definitely agree with that. So I seen you featured on, like, people's cover art, like Tiny's, and, I seen you in the Airplane James
Yes.
video.
Yes.
So, are you gonna start doing the video vixen thing or, like
Yes. I've I played with video vixens like, for about like 2 years now. I've been in like several videos playing. Um, I think I got a cameo in like Blast the Beatles Savage video.
Oh, okay.
I did Sham's video for Air This Bitch Out, and I was his cover art for that single. Who else? I did several people's video. I can't remember all off the top of my head. Sorry, guys. I have short term memory loss. but
It's okay, just look it up.
right, just look it up, Google it.
Just type her name in, it'll
Um,
pop up, I'm sure.
but yeah, it's dope. It's fun because I feel like that's something that I've always kind of wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I never really like really stepped out of my comfort zone. So I kind of challenged myself to do it within like the last 2 years. Like, you know
Mhm.
what? That seemed fun. Like
Yeah.
some more artists be posting like, we need somebody. I'd be like, hey guys,
Yeah,
like I'll come
yeah.
pull up, I'll come do it. So yeah, so I love doing that. And it's also another way for I can create to express my creative expression. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into acting, voiceover acting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see you doing that, and I was gonna ask you, like, what encouraged you to do that? I mean,
um
obviously, you have the voice,
yeah.
like, you have the personality, but,
Yeah.
like, I know somebody was like, "You should do voiceover."
So my dad is an actor, and he's always like tried to get me into acting. Like when I was
Mhm,
4, he took me on an audition and just
mhm.
was like, no. But I feel like I've always ran away from it. But it's been a love hate relationship with my voice. Like he's like, your voice is so sweet. I be like, shut the fuck up. It's not sweet. But I've always talked in different voices. Like if you're a friend of mine, like I'll start talking in different voices and they be
Yeah.
like, Tyler. But I like I said, it's one of those things I also wanted to challenge myself because there's a lot of things that I want to do, and I'd be like I kind
Yeah,
of
be
talk
that
myself out
imposter
of. Yeah,
syndrome.
I get that imposter syndrome. So
Yeah.
during the pandemic, I had a lot of time with like on my hands and with myself. So I
Mhm,
started taking like voiceover classes and
mhm.
acting classes, and I was like, okay, and it also helped me like build my confidence in
Right.
hosting it too.
Mhm.
So I was like, I could do this. Like this is fun. This is
Yeah.
cool. So I'm starting to get into that, and it's actually a dope experience. It's making me like,
Is there anything about it that you was expecting that you didn't expect before? Like doing
hmm,
auditions and like just learning about the game a little bit?
um the social media aspect. I know
Mm.
social media has affected like a lot of different industries, but I
Mhm.
didn't realize like, back in the day you have to go get an agent and all that.
Mhm.
But now it's kind of like you have to market yourself
Mhm.
like on social media and everything. So I'm like, oh damn, like you low key don't need the agent as your middleman no
Yeah.
more. Like it's more or less you have to market yourself and have a social media presence. So
Mhm.
I really wasn't expecting that,
Yeah.
but it's helping me like be more creative with my content, more
Mhm.
creative with like how I pitch myself, And also I'm researching on like how different ways to use social media to,
Mhm.
promote and make money.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
They
that's
monetizing everything.
girl, everything.
Shit, TikTok, YouTube.
Everything. So
But
it
it's the funny thing about it is people think that like they could just start making videos and they gonna make money. Like, no. Like
yes.
you gotta get good, nigga.
Yes.
Like you gotta know what you
You
doing.
gotta do
You
your
gotta be
research
creative as fuck. But
and
it's
you have to
so creative
study.
though. Like it's so broad. You can make anything. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like it's so many trends right now. TikTok is booming, like the
Booming.
music shit. You feel me? Like,
Music, everything
yeah.
is wild. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of people feel like they can just hop on social media and be like, which I mean, I feel like you can. Like, if you have
Yeah.
the talent, you
Yeah.
can hop on social media and pitch yourself, and somebody be like, I need that person.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like still do your research, like know the
Yeah.
history behind all of it, because I feel like that's what's being lost now. Niggas be like, we losing our recipes.
Yeah.
Like I feel
Yeah.
like that's what's being lost is like the instant gratification of social media. It doesn't
Yes.
really allow people to really like do research, really perfect their craft.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
everybody's trying to hurry up and put out shit and get
Yeah.
noticed
Yeah.
without actually putting their heart into it, or
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like just actually putting in that work. Like everybody's just, oh well, they did it, so I
I
can
can
do
do it
it.
too.
And which is true,
Yeah.
but it's watered down to a certain
Yeah.
extent. Like it's like, damn, like
That's when
everybody's doing that shit. Like,
yeah. That's
but
when
that don't
shit
mean
become
don't do it.
oversaturated.
I'm just saying, like, it's a
That's when
little
shit
too much.
becoming oversaturated. It's kind of like frustrating,
Yeah.
like fuck, but it's cool. It's whatever.
Do
But
you feel like sometimes I'll be feeling like this, and it's probably my negative side, but I'll be feeling like it's like a lot of this LA shit is oversaturated. Do
I
you
do.
feel
I
like
feel like
that?
that. I feel like that.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to music. I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of people are doing music, and it's no shade to them, but it's a lot of y'all niggas sound like each other. A lot
Yeah.
of y'all niggas sound like each other, and it's like, God damn. And I don't know if they
Mm,
don't hear that or what. But
yeah.
I've had several people send me music, and I'd be
Mhm.
like, damn, you sound like
Whoopty woo
such
woo
such
woo.
such. Like, damn, you sound like such. Like, and it's no knockoff to them, but it's like, are y'all like really
Putting in that
putting that passion?
time.
Is this really a passion,
Yeah.
or is this something like somebody told you like, oh yeah, you can hop in the booth and do that?
Right.
Like, is this
Right.
really something that you really want to do?
Yeah.
Um, I do feel like it's oversaturation, and people like wake up one day and be like, oh, you know what, I can rap.
Yeah.
I feel that way too. Like, what, I can rap, but I know damn well, like, I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my mind the next
Like
day. Like,
what? You like put me in the studio. Put me in the studio. I probably will make the most crappiest album, but like,
yeah,
and I feel like a lot of people have yes men around them.
yes. Nobody telling them that they
Nobody's really telling
suck.
them like, oh, you know what?
Like
You
you
can't
suck,
really do that.
bro.
Like,
How would you tell somebody they suck, bro? I always think about that. Like,
it's hard, especially when, like people be sitting there in music, and I be like, this is great. Like, just keep
not the high
perfecting.
pitched voice.
Right, why my voice get higher? Like, just keep perfecting your craft. I feel the hook. The hook is there.
Find something good to
You know what I'm
say.
saying? You gotta find the hook is there, but you just keep building those bars. You keep building that
Man,
up.
and that's what's gonna make they ass go back to the studio, and that's what we don't need. We need more plumbers and like electricians. We don't need no more
We need
rappers.
more plumbers.
I'm
We
just
have a
saying.
lot of rappers. We have a lot of rappers, and I just want y'all to know, like some of y'all rappers, y'all can leave the auto tune alone
It's
because
T-Pain fault.
it's. I don't even want to blame T-Pain because T-Pain can sing without auto
Yeah,
tune.
yeah, yeah. He
So
can.
I
He
don't even want to
can.
put it on him, but it's like, and then it's like some of y'all be trying to do that little mumble thing when y'all be like,
Yeah.
I want to know what she's saying. I want to sing along.
Yeah.
I can't
I
understand you. I
can't
don't know
hear
what she
you, my
said.
nigga.
I don't know what she said. I don't know what she said. So I'm like, I just enunciate your words, like, so yeah, LA is it.
Yeah, it's a crazy place, but one thing I will say is I appreciate the effort. I mean, I don't want y'all just not doing nothing. Like this is the era, I guess, where everybody's breaking out of their shell. They want to create content. They want to be popping on social media. They want to
Yeah.
do all of this shit. but I feel like it needs to be like intention behind it. It can't just
Yeah.
be I'm trying to pop tomorrow. Like I want to go viral.
I think
Like that's
intention
not
and passion.
yeah, like
It's
you gotta be okay with not getting likes. You gotta be okay with just putting out work and getting better. You gotta
yeah.
stop looking at the comments, stop looking at the followers. Just do that shit because you want to do it, not
Yeah.
because you trying to get everybody's attention. And it looks forced like that.
It looks forced and it's
I don't
like
know. Like it just don't look like it's real at that point.
and a lot of people is doing stuff for money nowadays, which I get. Like I
Yeah.
get we got bills to pay.
Right.
I mean, I totally understand, but it's like there you could tell when there's not passion or there's not effort in something. Like you could just tell like somebody
Yeah.
just put something
It makes
out.
my stomach hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you.
She said it make my stomach hurt. No, no lie. It's like fuck. Like and I feel like that's a lot of reason why some music today is not gonna translate 10 years from
Yeah,
now. You
it's not
know?
gonna be that classic shit,
You
like when
know?
we listen to the Isley Brothers, like, you
Yeah,
know what
like,
I'm saying? Like, my
y'all
little
know
young
nothing about
guy.
this. Like, and it still gets sampled to this day.
Yeah.
And I be thinking about some songs and even like mainstream artists like Drake will drop something and I'll be like, damn, I don't remember this. Like somebody
Yeah.
played Tootsie Slide the other day and I was like, damn, I forgot about this song.
All
Like,
right. This shit sound
fuck,
like some
like,
bullshit. That
like,
was a TikTok song
right,
anyway. He made it for that. So
instant gratification song. So
exactly.
I get it.
So what is some advice you would give someone like me who's wants to use their personality in like entertainment and coming up and like like basically right now it's all about
Yeah.
personality, you know what I'm saying? Like how you were saying, like you got to have a social media presence, you know what I'm saying? You got to be somebody that's outgoing, that got some type of swag, that got something that's unique about them. Like what would you say a person should do?
I say stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Stay true to yourself. I feel like today, especially with social media, this day and age, we always feel like we have to critique ourselves and
Yeah.
look at the next person, see what they do, and compare ourselves to what the
Yeah.
next person is doing. And I fall victim to that too. Like
Yeah.
looking at what the next person is like, damn, I need to be doing this, that, and the third. But
Mhm.
we also have to remember we are on our own journey. We are on our own
Right.
timeline. Our blessings is not the same as the next person's blessings. Our story
Yeah.
is not the same as the next person's story. So don't get discouraged with that. Just stay true to you, because I feel like it's so easy to try to be like the next person and either try to be like the next person or water yourself down because you feel like it may be too much for your audience or something. It's somebody out there gonna like it. Somebody out there gonna love
Mhm.
it, and it's somebody out there who actually needs to see that and see your personality and see who you are as a person. You might inspire them,
Mhm.
and it's weird because like people be like, "You inspire me." I be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?
What the fuck did I do?
What you mean? Like I inspire you?" But it's like it reassures me like okay, I'm doing something right, like
Yeah.
and I don't need to like portray myself in another light than something that I'm not.
Right.
So I would say stay true to you and allow yourself to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to make mistakes because that's needed.
I used to be so caught up in just looking. I'm a perfectionist in my mind. Like I hate it because
Same.
like I will really procrastinate if I feel like something not right. And like I had to talk myself out of being like that
Mhm.
because you hold yourself back from making progress
Yep.
by looking at yourself too far into it. It's like nobody started off perfect.
Yep.
You can look
Nobody.
at these old school ass movies, Friday, all the movies we love to this day, and you see
Yeah.
bullshit in the fucking shit that they
Yeah.
could have fixed, but it
Yeah.
was still fucking bomb, and we didn't notice till now. We've been
Yeah.
loving that shit for years. So it's like I had to talk myself out of just beating myself up and feeling like, damn, she know this like just comparison. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because that's really the thief of your progress is
Yeah.
comparison.
And your
Like
joy. Like
yeah, like being happy with the work that you're producing. Like even for me in my podcast, I'm just like sometimes I catch myself just like damn. But instead of being envious of that person, I'll be like, okay, like let's work together. Let's
yeah.
like I can ask you how you got there instead of being a hater. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because a
Like
lot of people
so
develop negative feelings when they see somebody that's ahead of them instead of being like, hey, like let's work together. Like let's hang out. What did you do today? You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
let's do something. Let's work together. That's definitely true. And
Yeah.
that's for sure. Like self imposter syndrome is a motherfucker. Like
Yes.
you could be sitting there and feel like you like doing this, that, and the third, and somebody be like, "Girl, I just seen your show. It's so bomb." Da, da, da. You like, well, damn. Like, okay, thank you. All right, I'm
Mhm.
doing something right. But like you
Yeah.
said, like compare yourself to the next person's journey, and instead of doing that, reaching out to them, asking them
Yeah.
questions, trying to work with them,
Yeah.
that is definitely something that is needed. Like, you can learn from that
Mhm.
person. And you never know. That person may have wanted to work with you too. Like,
Yeah.
even though you may be thinking envy of them or looking up to them, they may be looking at you like, girl, I need something that you got. Like,
Right,
like
right.
you never
You
know.
never know.
You never know what that
Mhm.
person is thinking. So, and you never know what you guys can create together,
Yeah,
like you said.
exactly.
So yeah, it's definitely a journey, but it's
Yeah.
definitely like
It's
learning
a
about
learning
yourself and
journey. It's a
everything.
spiritual journey inside of just like finding yourself
Yeah,
because like if you really passionate about something like it's going to be automatically be a spiritual journey
yeah,
because you're going to really start seeing yourself like even the down like the insecurities like
mhm,
the shit that you thought you was good at you not good at you need to work on like all the shit that you thought you were like it's going to be brought to your face like you know what I'm saying and if you
yeah,
really about that shit, you gonna tackle that shit and keep going, or you gonna give up.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't want to give up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pop right now, but who gives a fuck? I'm doing
yeah.
this shit because I want to do it. I'm
I want
not
to do
doing it
it.
because I want people to see me. Like, no.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
Just know that it's gonna happen, and you gotta work towards your
You
craft.
gotta
Like,
work.
and I
Exactly.
feel
That's
like
another thing.
with social media, we feel like it's gonna happen overnight. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, such just did it, and they got like this, that,
Mm-hmm.
and the third
But you
overnight.
ain't even see the shit behind closed doors, what they had to go
I'm about to say
through.
we don't know what they going through behind closed
They probably
doors
cry every fucking
every
night, got
night.
turned down by hella people.
You
All
know,
kind of they probably on their last dollar, nigga. You don't even
exactly.
know.
You don't know their story. You don't know their struggle. So,
Exactly.
yeah, I just try to, having a relationship with God is really important too.
Yes.
Like, even if it don't always have to be in the church. Like, journaling,
Yeah.
sitting outside meditating,
Yeah.
going into nature, going on hikes, and like really try to ground yourself and
Grounding. Mhm.
talking to God in your quiet moments or whatever, and praying and all that. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you said, it's a spiritual journey. Along with
Mhm.
it, like it's a lot of work to do
It is.
within self and spirit wise.
Mhm. Lord have mercy. Hallelujah.
Amen.
What is something you wish someone would have told you that you really didn't prepare for in becoming a host?
Whew. Honestly, I'm trying to. I do have one. Uh, the amount of being a woman in this industry, being a woman in this industry, because the amount of business relations I have, where some men are really cool, they know how to
Yeah.
respect,
Yeah.
we business, this, that, and the third. But the men who don't respect the boundaries, who
Mm.
like want to do business and then start flirting with you,
Ugh.
or flirt with you and then be like, you know
Ah.
what, let's do business after you rejecting me. Like, like you reject
Yeah.
me, like, okay, well, let's do business. And it's like, I
Girl,
don't,
I didn't started doing business with people, and then when I rejected them, they didn't want to work with me.
that
Like
too,
that type of shit.
that too, or like, I feel like men don't take you serious because you a woman. Like, oh yeah, your little
Yeah.
podcast. Like,
Yeah, y'all little.
ain't nothing little
First of
about
all,
this.
ain't shit little about
Ain't
you
nothing
know
little
what
about it.
I'm saying?
Yeah, being a woman in the industry is funny. Like,
Yeah.
even some men that are envious of you, like,
Mm-mm.
where you at, or like looking like a little jealous of you, and it's like, damn, you a
Mm-hmm.
man, what's wrong? Like,
Right.
I ain't
Not
doing
you
nothing
feeling some
but
type
being
of
me,
way.
you know. Yeah, I wish somebody would have warned me about being a woman in this industry because it's
Mm.
very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. It's some great women out here too, though.
Yeah,
Some
super
great
dope.
women in the industry that I've worked with and collab with that I've talked to as well that are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really came across anybody that's like rude or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's people out there, but haven't come across them. Thank God.
Hope we never do.
Right.
Stay away from us.
The people I have come across are the women I have come across in this industry are amazing. But yeah, some of the men, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I try to be professional as possible, but
Yeah.
sometimes I don't know what to say. It's like, uh, I thought we was talking business. Like, I don't know what you trying to do, go on a date or something, but
Yeah.
that's about it. But other than that, oh, maybe like them long nights where you like, I don't know how the fuck this gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna make
Yeah.
this happen, but it's gonna happen. Like them
Uh,
sleepless nights. That's one of
Man,
them, yeah.
boy, I mean, I can't say I hate those nights because they build
I
character.
was gonna say
Like
they
they
build
make you
character.
stronger.
Yeah,
It makes you realize that God is always there
yeah.
every time.
He's always with you.
Maybe not when you want him to be, but he ends up being there. So it's no point of even questioning nothing. And man, the struggle.
It's real.
But it's a good thing because like I
Yeah,
said, it builds character. It makes you realize like you don't need nobody. All you need is yourself
yeah,
and God and
yeah,
a authentic relationship with God,
yeah.
a spiritual life. You feel me? So that's what's up. We was talking about this a little bit earlier. What are your feelings about this era in mental health?
Um,
Because I know we follow each other on Twitter
yes.
and we have some of the same algorithm a little
Uh-huh.
bit, and I'm sure you see the same shit as I
Yes.
see, and we follow some of the same. We probably know a lot of the same people.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because we both from the same area. So, what do you think everybody's mindset is at right now with the like mental health and like?
I feel like a lot of people are trying to work on themselves, better themselves, and break generational curses and
Mhm.
trauma that they've had since their
Mhm.
childhood. And I love that for this generation. Like, I love
Yeah.
the fact that we are looking on how we grew up, how our parents raised us, and
Mhm.
what we don't want to put on our children, and, what we don't want to pass down. I think it's dope. At the same time, I feel like some people are faking the funk, are
Mm.
like trying to piggyback on the mental health boat,
Mhm.
but I know who's real and who's not.
Yeah.
But I think it's a dope to see like majority of us are actually trying to become better people,
Yeah.
before we produce some offspring and, continue that cycle or
Yeah.
whatever cycle we have.
Mhm.
I think it's dope to see that we are trying to be more spiritual
Yeah.
outside of, the normal things that we grew up on, like being in church all the time and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
there are different ways to connect with God outside of
Mhm.
that. So I think it's dope to see us try different avenues that our parents didn't really teach us,
Yeah.
and try to learn different ways and different ways to cope or different ways to heal through different traumas that we had.
Mhm.
Um, I think it's really cool. I think it's dope, and I think the next generation is gonna be like even better off because
Yeah.
we're going through the
If they can get through all this like aesthetic of mental health,
yes, the
then
aesthetic.
they'll be good.
Yeah, because I feel like you said, it's aesthetic. It's the type of vibe that everybody tries
Yeah.
to create on social media. I don't like the love and light aspect of mental health because
Let's talk about it,
I feel like that's
okay?
that's bullshit. Cause
Yes.
it's not all love and light
It's
at all.
not.
It is not all love and
Man,
light,
it's
and
not.
I can't just love and light the next person, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Sometimes it's really
Yeah.
dark, and I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people don't talk about the dark side
Enough.
of
Yeah.
it, the dark side, the sides where you contemplated some deep dark ass thoughts.
Yeah.
You going through deep dark ass emotions, you angry,
Mhm.
Nobody really talks about that side where
Yeah.
you don't want to love it, like you want to light a motherfucker up. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
nobody really talks about that side, and I feel like it needs to be talked about more because
Yeah.
that does happen. Not everybody is positive all the time. I'm
Yeah.
not thinking of positive thoughts all the time.
That was my major like when I first started like really being vocal about that, like a lot of people were like trying to like magnify me. Like, oh, I thought you were on this. Like you supposed to be positive.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, like if you really doing the work, you understand it come with
I was
both.
about to say it's a
It come
duality
with
thing.
both. You feel me? Cause you also understand that you're human. So you allow yourself to be upset. You allow
Yeah.
yourself to be because that's part of it. You have
Yeah.
to accept that part of yourself. So
Yeah.
why try to force the positive? Yeah, you're gonna have to say positive affirmations. We get that, but only when you feel like it, not when you need to feel like you gotta force that shit or like it's just fake. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like, of course, I'm gonna say positive affirmations because I feel like that's what I want to be in my experience. Of course, I want wealth, I want prosperity, I
Yeah.
want all of that good shit. But at the same time, if I need to cuss a bitch out, I will. That ain't taking away from my blessings.
It has to happen.
It has to happen. That's not taken away from me, from God looking out for me,
Yeah.
from my genuine energy, from me actually doing this inner work, this shadow work. That's not taken away from that. I would still slap the shit out of a bitch.
Yeah.
Why you bullshitting?
It was a video on Twitter, and this lady was like, I just really hate, the spiritual girls that talk about love and light. She was like, because sometimes I'm not loving light. Sometimes I need to cuss somebody out. You don't know. I may have been placed in this person's life to cuss them out.
Yeah, so they can figure out some shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
like sometimes you have to go through that darkness. And I feel like a lot of us, we talk about ego death and all that. And I personally feel like ego death is bullshit.
Yeah.
I feel
you
like
need your ego.
I feel like you need your ego.
You need your ego to maneuver through this crazy ass world, bro.
You need that
if you don't got an ego, people gonna run over you.
People gonna run over you.
If you don't got an ego, you ain't gonna have no swag. You ain't gonna have no type of like sauce to your drip. Like nothing. Like that's part of ego. Like people don't have the right interpretation of what ego is. People think it's like you're just cocky.
Yeah.
Or like, no, ego is a part of. Yeah, ego is like part of your just human existence. Like you have an ego and then you have your spiritual self. It's two different sides. And then like when you're being the bigger person in the situation, I feel like that's your spiritual self talking to you. When you're being egoic, that might be you popping off on the bitch because you feel like she disrespected you. But you need that sometimes.
You need that person.
Yeah.
You need the balance of the two. And I feel like a lot of people run from their dark side.
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared to tap into that side.
Yeah.
Because it brings out a different emotion. It brings out a lot of
pain.
I
dance with my demons.
A lot of anger. And I would say you got to dance with your demons. A lot of people just try to run away from their demons. And it's like, we all have demons. I hate when people like, I don't have no demons in me. We all have demons. Shit. We all have angels.
You the main motherfucker saying that shit.
you gotta know. You gotta call on your demons sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta call on them, bring them out, because somebody may have you fucked up. I would never want to silence somebody. Like you gotta know how to balance out the dark side and the light side of you.
Yeah.
You gotta know that, because sometimes that dark side hits you and you might not know what to do, because you never really dealt with, you never dabbled with your dark side.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's needed.
I feel like God, he made us this way because he wanted us to experience all parts of life. Like he put us down here to experience all of this shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Even if you got an anger problem, like he wants you to get some balance between that. Cause I don't know. I just feel like he wants us to see these different aspects of life. Like if you got an anger problem, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna give you that, but I also want you to learn patience. You can have both. You feel me?
Yeah.
If you too nice, I need you to get a little feisty sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like like ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, and it's not humane to say like you just always supposed to be in a good mood and good and positive. Like that's bullshit.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm not.
Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to talk. Like, I don't want to be nice. I don't want to. Like, you irritated me. You're not using your brain. It irritates me. I don't want to talk. Like,
and that's one of the reasons why I low-key was happy I did that Airplane James video, because it challenged me to put, like, I had to be the cute girlfriend, and then I had to be the setup. Like, okay, I set you up at the end of the night. Like, you got killed at the end of the night. Like, but it helped me. Because he be like, you look so evil in that video. Some people tell me I look so evil in that video, but it helped me tap into, at the time I felt a lot of anger. It helped me tap into the anger that I was feeling, and I was able to express that creatively through that music video, through the looks that I was giving in the camera and everything. Yeah. But it's like, I needed that. Like, I needed to, like, okay, it's like, you could be dark. I like this. Like,
I like that side.
So, it's, and like I said, it's needed. Like, I feel like you need that. Like, whether you express it creatively, or you go out in the middle of nowhere and start yelling at the top of your lungs, or whatever. Like, you need to be in tune with that side. Like, I feel like it's needed. You need a balance. Like, can't nobody, like you say, can't nobody be happy in rainbows all the time.
All the time. Like,
low
get
key,
that
I don't
shit
even want
out
to
of
be
here,
around
nigga.
you if you like. Like, I don't want you to be rainbows all the damn time. And like I said, I don't want you to be mad all the time. But be human.
Be human.
You need to go through you're going to have to go through all these emotions. Don't try to suppress the negative or the darkness, So
like, that's inhumane.
You're right.
Okay. What are you, a robot? an
Right.
alien. What the fuck are you? Like,
Shit,
let
Jesus
us
had to
know.
go through his emotions. Jesus was like, had to go through the different emotions, and he
Yeah.
had to talk to the devil a couple times.
Right.
Like,
He was chilling with that nigga a few times.
I ain't fucking with you, but let me see
Right.
where your head at.
Right.
You gotta sit down and have those talks and be like, okay, all right, demons, what's going on today?
Right.
You know.
Do you have anything else you're working on besides the voiceover work and the hosting?
Um, Not really. I am keeping up with Open Market Sundays. They're dope open market pop-up shop for like entrepreneurs,
Mhm.
businesses. They're having one on May 1st. Montiera is actually the creator of it,
Mhm.
but I'm helping her find vendors and performing. Like if you're an artist and want to perform, tap
Okay.
in. But that's about it. I'm
Okay.
hoping to work on more stuff this year.
Yeah.
I feel like this year has just started, but it's also like speeding the fuck up.
Nigga, it's about to
Like,
be summer already.
think it's about to be May in a minute. Like, it's wild.
Man.
But yeah, mainly voiceover and eargasmic. Just trying to keep the building those up.
Yeah.
I wanna book like a major like voiceover role by the end of the year for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
speak that into
manifest
existence.
that.
Yeah, I was speak that into existence.
So
Like,
wait, when you was on your Instagram making that video, what was that for? A commercial?
it was a commercial, it was an audition. I got that through voices.com.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a commercial. I don't know if I got it. I don't think so. But it was
It's
a
okay.
commercial. But yeah, it was a good experience though.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I never really had like an audition. That was my first like audition so
Mhm.
far. But it was a great experience, and I just wanted to, and I was kind of getting discouraged, like I said, like I was,
Aw.
I'd be kind of wanting to have like instant results.
Yeah.
But it's like, you got to build that up. You got to still study your craft. So it was a good experience for me, and like it was good content or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was a great experience. So I like it. So
Yeah, that's what's up.
yeah.
What was the last thing you did that you were proud of for yourself?
The last thing I did for myself that I was proud of, it was probably really investing in my craft last year. Like I really, really took a lot of money, invested like in the set for Erasmic, invested in the branding for the set and everything, and also my voiceover stuff. I bought a
Mhm.
lot of equipment and everything, home studio and everything,
Mhm.
so I could like be prepared for when I am like full fledged into it. I think that's what I was really proud of myself, like investing in all that.
Yeah, it's a good investment.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna pay out.
yeah, it's gonna pay
Keep
out.
going the route you going.
Yeah. So I think that's what I was really proud of. Just taking the time, investing in studying what I really wanted to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope. You
Yeah.
ready for another shot?
Oh shit. Yeah, sure. Damn, we taking another shot. Let's go.
Yo. Well, before we wrap it up, we are about to take a shot.
Ew.
Ow.
I want to thank you for having me. This was
Of
fun.
course.
It's always funny being like on the opposite
I
end.
told you, but I told you I was coming for your ass.
You did. You did.
I
You had me
told you, and I
prepared.
mean what I say,
You hit
okay?
me up and you was like, I want to know if you're still let's be like, girl, yes. Like, why would I not want to
Yeah.
still do it? Duh.
Sometimes you gotta ask,
No,
man. So many
yeah.
people promise me shit, and that's one thing that I'm learning in this game too. A lot of people gonna say they gonna do shit.
Yeah. It'd be like,
And but I won't even blame it that I'm not gonna take it personal. I'm gonna just say that they busy. You know what I'm saying? People do have lives and they be doing shit, so I'm not gonna give you upset. But
yeah.
at the same time, I mean business. So if I'm hitting you up, I'm trying to do some shit.
Some shit.
Okay.
I'm serious. But I
So
appreciate you. And I love to see, like I said, I love to see your growth and everything. I'm
thank
happy for you starting
you.
this. I love it.
Thank
It's
you,
cute and
boo.
everything.
Thank you.
I know you're going to go far in this.
Thank
You're
you. I
welcome.
hope to.
You are. No hope. You
I
are.
hope I am.
You okay? Period. You speak into existence.
So here is to our manifestations.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Whew. Yes, Lord. Well,
Whew.
is there anything else you want to anybody you want to give shout outs to?
Let me
Shout
think.
out to you
Thank you.
for your growth and for all your future endeavors.
Thank you. Shout out to you too. Like I said, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Um, Shouts to Marvin, oh shit, I said your government name. 1050. Shout out to 1050. That is my videographer. He's grown with me for a long time. He pushes me a lot. So shout outs to him. Shout outs to my engineer, 4 a.m. Shout outs to Bread Productions. That's my studio. Shout outs to them. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, shout outs to Airplane. His album come out tonight.
Airplane, I gotta
His
have you
album
on
is
the show.
out.
It
Yes.
came out today.
It came out today. It's low key hurt. Go listen to that.
I
It's some
bought
dope
this
shit.
shirt from Airplane and I loved it. It's a Eastside special because I'm a Eastside special.
Okay.
I gave it away to somebody, but I did get to wear it one time and I loved it. I love the Louisiana logo. I feel like that shit was so dope. Like that's so Eastside. Like
So Eastside.
so yeah.
I think you'll love this album. It's for the ladies, low key.
Oh,
well, I liked it
shit.
because it was like, okay, it's for the ladies. And you low key getting a little vulnerable, talking about like how he hurt and everything. I liked it. I know
Yeah.
the
Shout out
words.
to Airplane though. He got a beautiful family.
Yeah.
And shout out to Sham too, cause he's dope as fuck.
Sham, where the fuck the album at? Where the fuck is the album, Sham? Damn. We've been waiting for days. Damn.
Shout out to Griff Tyler.
Shout out to Griff.
I fuck with him too.
He's dope. His project is actually coming out soon too. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I like a lot of these artists doing something for the ladies.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is in the water, but I appreciate it because
I be kind of getting mad though when people say like, "What LA artists? What are they doing?" Like, it's some good artists
I was about to say
out
it's some
here.
good artists. Like we be hard on our artists. I really personally feel like we be hard
so
on
hard on them, and it's like we have people that don't sound like everybody else. Airplane, Sham, Griff Tyler, like I just named a few niggas. Like, what are y'all talking about?
And
everybody don't sound the same.
I was about to say I feel like we so stuck on the same 5 people.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of dope talent in LA.
Yeah.
That don't get to shine. And I think that's what I try to do with Orgasmic. I try to find people that aren't on all the blog sites that aren't always talked about.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of dope artists out here that need to get shine. It's a lot of dope people in LA that need to get shine.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of different dope sounds out here. Like
yes.
It's not like I know we like to stick to one West Coast. That one West Coast sound.
Twerking shit. We get it.
Yeah, that 2-step stuff. But it's a lot of dope artists, and it may not be your cup of tea, but it's somebody else's cup of tea. You know. But yeah, it's a lot of artists out here that's doing their shit. That's not bullshitting. That's not sounding like everybody else.
Yeah.
So like you said, like we be hard on artists. I think we be really hard on them. There's
Yeah.
some dope ass people. Like she named like a couple people. It's hella people that's dope.
Yeah.
Hella people.
Have you heard of she's a singer from Compton. Her name is Deanna Stewart.
No.
Yeah, she's super dope.
She does the music with Desi Mo.
Yes.
I have. Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her to come here too.
I have heard of her.
Yeah,
she is a dope artist.
You should get her on your show too.
Yes, I want more ladies to be on Orgasmic.
Yeah,
I got a lot of dudes.
Like, yes,
yes, I got a lot of dudes on there. They be hitting me up all the time, like, damn, like I know y'all, I know. I need to get the ladies on there. I need to get the ladies on there.
Yeah,
so
she's super dope. I seen her singing in concert. Was it during the pandemic? It had to be before then.
She has a dope voice, though.
Her voice is so beautiful,
amazing.
And what's that one girl name? She's light skinned and kind of thick.
Moon?
No. Oh, what's her name? I want to say it's like Crystal something. I don't know. Was she on your show one time? Cheyenne, that's her name.
She sing background for Blast.
Yeah, no, she has a beautiful voice.
Cheyenne is dope. Shout out to Cheyenne. She doing big things.
Yes.
Blast is taking her like everywhere.
Oh yeah. She would Blast now.
She has a beautiful voice though. She has a dope voice. She did like a live performance. Like I want to say it dropped in like February or something. I want to get her on the show too, cause I need that voice.
Yeah, that voice she be blowing, boy.
Sis got vocals, okay?
Yes.
It's a lot of dope like women in the music industry in LA. It's a lot. Like,
LA got a lot of good shit.
Yeah, Moon.
So we stop focusing on the negativity.
Yeah, Moon. She's a dope artist too. She's from Compton. I think she's working on the project as well.
Okay.
She's amazing. She's beautiful too, but she's amazing. She was in Sham's recent video, Hurt Yourself.
Okay.
and Kylan was the background vocals, but she's also dope too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's from Long Beach. But yeah, she's dope. It's a lot of dope women out there.
It
I'm tapping in with all y'all.
is.
It's a lot of dope women out there that's doing their damn thing. So shout out to them.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for coming,
Thank you for
Queen.
having me.
Yes. And we are wrapping this up. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Ayana Audible.
Bye y'all.
Bye bye.